Come on.
Ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba,
Gotta love
ba-da, ba-da,
technology.
ba, ba, ba-da, ba-da,
Yeah.
ba, ba, ba-da, ba-da, ba, 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 ba. I'm running out of scatting to do.
Yeah, I know.
Running out of scatting to
I
do.
went to switch scenes and now it's not switching.
Oh, XSplit, what you doing? Not what you're supposed to. Hey,
At this point, yeah.
let's bring my notes back so I don't lose them. Not like I can read them. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what page do I go to on Facebook?
Should be the Power Rangers guy.
Yes. But I'm gonna just send it to you in a messenger really quick. So, oh no, that's the wrong one.
I got it.
Oh, okay, that was faster.
I know. I'm getting good. It says we're live. Are we live?
If my software would act right, I might have to force close the software at this point. It's not
Okay.
switching over. Stream. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Power Rangers Watch Along. I'm Thomas Carter Rochester, aka the old son of Dale, and that's Christian,
Hello.
my esteemed colleague, who's also known as the Power Rangers guy.
Who's trying to figure out how to learn technology?
Technology, or Captain Redbeard, and of course we have
Yeah.
our special guest with us, the Princess Shayla herself, a legend of Power Rangers, Anne-Marie Crouch. How are you doing tonight?
I am good. How's everybody doing out there?
Yes, if you are watching in the interwebs, on the interwebs, grammar.
Yeah.
Please leave us a comment. Power Rangers guy. Leave any questions you have for Anne-Marie in the comments. And tell everyone how much you love Anne-Marie, because you're definitely not here for us. Why would you be here for Christian?
Definitely not us.
We're here every week. So, yes, tonight, it is night now. We're watching Power Rangers Wild Force, episode 35 and 36, The Master's Herald, parts 1 and 2. This is our last, it's the last, what is it? I think this is the first of the final 5 episodes of Power Rangers Wild Force. And it is wild, to say the least. And we picked that episode. It's Wild Force Power Rangers. Please don't hit us with copyright.
Right.
We actually chose these episodes because Princess Shayla gets to kick some butt in this. I'm so glad I censored myself at the last second. Gets to kick some butt, gets to do some fight choreography, which is every actor's favorite thing, because who doesn't like pretend fighting? No one likes getting hit in the face.
Right.
Exactly.
Christian, are you ready? You good?
I'm ready. Everything's good. I think we can hop right in and watch the episode. I know everybody else wants to watch it, so.
Yeah.
That's
so
right. And
yeah.
let me ask you. So on the Power Rangers guy, on your Facebook page, is there a live stream right now that I can share to my page?
Yes, there is. I had to interrupt the first one because technology, but yes, there's a new one up.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to get that. But I am so excited to start this. Let me just see real quick if I can refresh. If I refresh your page,
which one,
Christian, maybe that there.
Yes.
Okay, it pulled it up for us.
Now,
wonderful. So I'm excited. Now, I have never done anything like this before. So you two, and also the fans, make sure that you post any questions that you might have. I can be a bit of a talker, so I don't want to interrupt the episodes too much. But I have not watched these episodes in 17 years. Has it been 17 years since Wild Force?
Oh, no.
And I almost did a sneak peek earlier, and I thought, you know what? No, I'm just going to sit here and watch these episodes with y'all tonight, and we can talk through them, bring back some memories.
Exciting. So I see in the comments we have Ryan Permison from Nerd Culture. Good to see you here. Ryan will be on with us next week when Christian and I do a live watch along of Power Rangers Turbo with Ryan and Josh Bauer from J Bauer Art and Gregory Lee and some others potentially. It's still a week away, so we'll figure that out next week.
We'll figure out everybody who's going to be watching it sometime soon.
Yes. I was gonna say so. Oh yes, so we're gonna just hop right in. We ran into technological difficulties, classic. So we're a little late, but we're gonna hop right into the episode. We have get your Netflix ready to go. Episode 35, The Masters Herald Part 1. We're gonna go
35.
35. We're gonna go ahead and just start with our countdown.
Get it,
5,
Thomas.
4, 3, 2, 1. It's morphin' time. Hit play.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh, yes. It's been so long. It's been exactly like 7 hours since I watched this last.
I don't remember the last time I watched this. I think it was a couple months ago.
Really?
This one?
Yep.
Well, I got y'all beat. It's been 17 years since I've watched this one.
Yeah, that was one of my questions is when is the last time you watched any episode and then this episode specifically? Was it when it came out live?
Actually, yeah. It's when it came out live. It's when we saw each episode for the first time, but then we were given VHS copies of every episode. So there were some that I went back through, but most of them I saw live when they came out.
Man. Me too.
Yeah, how old was I? I think I was like 6 or 7 when these episodes came out.
That's right. You are young.
That's great. So does everybody have it up on Netflix right now? We're all watching together?
I
Yeah.
hope they do. They should.
I hope they do for sure.
Cool.
So I have a main question, but I don't think anyone knows the answer. What led up to this episode?
Oh.
I know. I can't remember.
Christian might know.
I know the Master Org. He had like Toxica and Jindrax were like, yeah, he's not really Master Org, and they like exiled him and brought back. I don't even remember his name. God,
This
it's been
guy?
so long.
Magna Carta or whatever.
Onikage, the famous ninja.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
No, not you're right. Not Mandalok.
Mandalok.
That's his name. Oh, Mandalok. This is a really fun episode.
I felt really bad for Toxica in this episode, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, that's a spoiler alert.
Spoiler. I mean, the show's
Spoiler.
like 17 years old, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Let's see. It
Right.
started in 02, so it would have ended in 03. So that math adds up.
looking to share it.
Look here, new guy. I like how he just randomly throws out some dance moves right
Yeah.
there. Bringing the 2000s back. I have a really good question once Merritt comes on screen because I think he's the first main Power Ranger to ever have facial hair.
That
Oh.
might be accurate.
And I don't think there's been another. I mean, Tommy, I guess, technically was the first, but he was already older.
He had that baby beard going on.
No, he had what I like to call the Batista line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, who did I see? I saw someone ask a question.
Oh,
If y'all see questions, let me know because.
yes, we will.
Well,
Okay.
I'll go back
Ryan
and scroll.
Ryan has a question for you. Have you watched any other season of Power Rangers besides Wild Force?
You know, Ryan, I actually did when I was auditioning for the Power Rangers Wild Force. When I got the audition, I went to Blockbusters. Does anybody remember old Blockbuster video store?
Love Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Miss Blockbuster.
I rented some of the original Power Ranger episodes to really kind of do my homework. And I found myself going, wow, I love this show. I mean, I was older at the time, so I didn't grow up watching the Power Rangers, but I really, really enjoyed it when I was preparing. So the original In Space, I watched a couple just because of a couple of my good friends are in space.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
haven't watched as many as I actually would like to.
These are the famous Power Rangers.
Hi, Kevin White. Oh my goodness. My nephew Hayden's on here. Hi, Hayden. I love you.
Hi, Hayden. I don't know
Gotta
you,
get
but you have a
together.
cool name.
We got to get together, Hayden, so you can see Shaylin.
Episode
Uh-oh.
and
Are they about to get me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I love my Rangers.
This was such a good season. Such an underrated season.
very underrated. I think it's underrated because it had that switch in the middle from Fox
Yeah.
to ABC. Because I remember that threw me off really bad. And the only reason I knew it changed is, well, I ended up scrolling because I got angry.
Teddy bear. Sorry.
Yes.
Tom.
It's okay. I loved his teddy bear,
I
actually.
don't remember a teddy bear. Oh my goodness.
And I also love how when they're like wearing those clothes, Max touches his hair. Like he fixes his hair up. All right, yeah. Gotta look good for the fights.
Hell yeah.
Suggest that she still may be close to you.
Now they don't have me yet, right?
No, not yet. That is, I think that's at the end of the episode, but it's definitely more towards the middle.
Yeah.
I don't remember them getting. Did they just get on to the animarium? Were they there?
That's not true.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were on the Animarium.
And is even willing to give you an
Wow, this was 17 years ago. This is bringing up so many memories. I knew Toxica had because we
Why do you think the Orange Ranger
had a fight on there, but I didn't remember anyone else.
But if they can get in once, they can get
Yeah, I
That's what they're talking
definitely
about
get
right
some-
now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love.
I still don't know how they got on the Animarium.
How did they do that water effect?
Oh, the water effect.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's like one of those little ponds with those filters. You know what I mean? Do you mean that when it goes up into the when it's
It just bubbles up.
is that, yeah.
I
And then
always-
other times it's in After Effects.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, when it's like the shimmering and you can see the Rangers and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's such a cool effect.
You know, this is what did we watch last time? We watched Operation Overdrive,
Yeah,
right?
Once Ranger Part 1 and Part 2.
And this still somehow has better special effects.
Yeah. I
In my
think-
opinion.
I really do think this is Sentai footage, though.
Oh, I love that. I remember this shot. I love that.
Oh,
Ooh.
I used that on my actor's reel.
that is awesome.
Here he
I didn't see that. Look at that facial hair.
The goatee.
The Billy Goat patch with the Batista line, as I like to call it. But again, I do think he's the first, Ranger to be an active Ranger as a regular cast member with a beard or a mustache even. And I think they only did that because he's thousands of years old technically.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hi, Brittany.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Hopefully y'all got home safely. So Ryan asked
Ooh,
if I
yeah.
could be a ranger, which one would I be? Now, Ryan, to be more specific, are you referring to the Wild Force? Like which one of the Wild Force Rangers I would be? If you have a chance, reply in the comments so I know. Well, what is he doing? Oh, well, that's right.
Crazy
all-
guy.
Place.
Yes.
Okay.
You're like 2 seconds ahead of me, but I watched this earlier, so
Okay.
it's helping me.
Right. I'm giving you up.
Because it allows me to look back and forth at the comments and back here. I'm a big fan of that suit for Onakage.
Yeah, Onikage. Yeah, he's probably one of the One of the best. Ryan said any Ranger from any season.
Oh, okay, Ryan. Give me a minute, Ryan. I got to think about that one.
Here we go.
Oh, get away from me!
This might be the first time I ever. Let me think really quick before I finish.
Wait,
That.
we're getting ready to fight.
You are, yes.
Here we go, baby.
Look at that look.
Right.
The look.
If looks could kill.
I still remember that.
You can fight? Don't underestimate
Yep.
me.
Oh.
I'm not just a
Princess.
I'm a guardian. Let's see what you can do.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I remember earlier on in the season, I was sitting there talking to the director, and I was like, I really want a fight scene. You know, he's like, you do? I was like, yeah. I mean, I know I'm here to protect the Rangers, but I want to show a little movement there. And he said, all right.
How was it like filming that scene?
It was awesome. Of course, I had a beautiful body double that actually did most of the difficult things. But it was a lot of fun because it showed a different side of the princess.
Yeah, I think it showed she wasn't just like a helpless like damsel princess, you know? It showed she could actually fight.
Yes.
Right. And that's the
Exactly.
thing. I mean, everybody has all types of emotions, even princesses. And it's good that it showed her as being human in a way, that she could show anger and frustration, as well as all the other different emotions that you saw during most of the episodes.
Yes,
So-
the compassion, the warm heart.
Exactly. The kind, giving, sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's really like the whole crutch of these final few episodes. I will, because I watched further ahead today because I had time while I was doing other day job stuff, balancing the schedule.
Right.
And so I watched a few more ahead because I was like, I don't remember how this season even remotely ends. Because it has been 18 years or 17 years since I watched the full season.
Right.
I've seen the Forever Red episode a few times. I've seen random episodes here and there. But I definitely do not remember how this ends at all. And so
Right.
as this arc really sets up the finale because they capture you. Toxica, spoiler alert, has a spoiler alert moment, which we'll get to later on. And this is fun. This is a fun thing because this is great foreshadowing. Or no, this isn't foreshadowing. This is the moment. I forgot we're already here. Because we kind of zoomed past when she fell in the first time at night. And
Well,
so
she didn't fall in. She just touched it.
Oh, that's right. She just touched it. Yeah, see, I watched it today and already forgot the details.
I'm
Unfortunate.
getting a reverb. I'm going to see if I can turn off this.
Don't worry. We are Dukos. Our horns grow back.
Oh, now I can't hear y'all.
Oh no.
That's no good.
Technology.
I know. What happens if I turn this? I'll probably lose y'all, so I don't want to do that.
This is this is such a devious plot for these two episodes. And it's really good character development for the princess, Toxica, Jindrak. Is it Jindrax? Is it an X?
Jindrax.
It's Jindrax. And then it also, brings back Master Org. I'll just say that. Because I'd forgotten that Master Org was gone. I was like, where's Master Org? And he shows up and he's like, he's alive? I'm like, he was dead?
Nobody dies in Power Rangers.
No. They just go away for a while, and then they...
Well, Rangers,
They go to a farm upstate.
Oh,
They're just sleeping.
Oh, hi, David. I know I'm looking at some of your comments too. Let me see. Hey, if I miss anybody, let me know because it's only pulling up like 5 at a time.
So, you said it was awesome filming that fight scene. Was that actually your first fight choreography you've ever done?
No, it was the only one I did for Power Rangers. But I actually did a really cool music video for a Japanese famous singer years and years ago. And they had it kind of like, what was that movie with I've just seen it recently, the girl and the guy who were like bandits and they went to California. Anyway, we had to do some fight scenes and I got shot up. So I had the plastic like blood filled things like hidden in my clothes. And then I get shot up and I have to fall over the stuff. That was a pretty interesting one. I've got that on VHS somewhere. I need to find it. But
That sounds awesome. Bonnie and Clyde?
Was it or with Brad? No, I can't remember.
I know Bonnie and Clyde, but there definitely is another. There's a modern day version of that, and they name it something else.
It's the modern day that I was thinking of that I just watched. But anyway, so I did have to do some fight choreography with that one, and then I ended up getting shot, killed. So the Power Ranger one was a little more,
A little bit more victorious.
a little more gentle. Okay, so now they have me. So now I've been.
Yes, the princess has been captured. The Rangers are showing up to fight
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. I was gonna call him Mandrak.
Yeah, now he's the one that I forgot. I had forgotten about. I'd forgotten how I had been kidnapped this time.
Blah, blah.
so I don't ever remember explaining how they got that weapon.
I think it's weapons based on Zords that they had recently got.
I get
we don't
that,
really.
but I don't think they ever like, oh, well, we got new weapons. I think it's just, hey, like they just showed up.
Well, merchandising.
Mhm. That was so dark. He was just like, yep, gonna put Toxica in the way.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. And then I was like, oh, that's right. I do remember that because I was like, why do I love Toxica when I started watching the series again?
Sorry.
You're good. I was like,
buddy's here.
oh, popping up in the.
Yes, Michael from Ranger Stop. If you have never been to the Ranger Stop convention, y'all need to.
Oh yeah,
Or-
that's actually where I met Thomas.
That is where Christian.
Oh, that's last year?
last year, all because of you, Anne Marie.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Ryan asked, did I keep anything from set? Ryan actually, I don't know if I kept any of the props from set. I think the prop guys had some fun keeping a lot of that stuff. But I was able to keep my dress. I do have my Princess Shayla dress. And right after the season, since they were moving to New Zealand, they were getting rid of all the clothes. So I did get a couple.
Right.
I did get some vests of some of the Rangers and some other things that I auctioned off right away for a nonprofit that I had. So I did get some of the clothes. And then the rest of the clothes that they had used throughout the season, they gave me a lot, and I bought up a lot really cheaply, very inexpensively, and took up to a men's retreat up in the hills in California for people that were trying to get sober. Retreat. It was a beautiful place up in the mountains that they stayed in cabins, and so I took a bunch up there, but not any of the special props, but just the princess dress, and then a lot of the clothes.
Is there something that you didn't get to keep that you wanted to keep?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
I would have loved the necklace. I would have loved to have the necklace, but I did have a beautiful soul that lives in Chicago. He made me a Princess Shayla necklace. that I was able to wear to a couple conventions. I think that would be it. The only thing that I felt like would have completed the outfit.
Always interrupting my plans.
Yeah, that necklace was really cool.
Mm.
You'll never
Yeah, it I forgot how important it was coming up
Daniel.
in the next episode.
Right. Yes, I was trying to think of my buddy in Chicago, Daniel. He said he'd make me a new one because through the travels, that one has since broken. Oh, look at my Rangers. They're so sad.
So sad.
They're missing their princess.
Look at the I'm not gonna lie, I was a big fan. I'm always a fan of the Sixth Ranger, but the Lunar Wolf having facial hair as a kid and being very 2000s about it, I was a big fan.
Was that the end of the episode?
That's the end of the episode. So, oh no, I hit the wrong button. So now we're gonna watch the next episode. Just hit that.
Okay. These go so fast.
They do. That's why I watched a lot on accident earlier today. Skip
Yes,
intro. Yes, that's where I'm at.
It's a lot of fun. Which Ranger should you be from any season? I know Ryan asked that. Gosh, Ryan, that's a hard one.
I don't even know who I can trust anymore.
Oh, I'm ahead of you guys. Awkward. That's okay.
You are?
It's okay. I had to skip because my stuff didn't automatically roll over.
Oh.
Because
Thomas, what timestamp do you have?
I am at 19 minutes left. And 19 and change left.
Me too. 1903 right now.
Okay.
How'd you
Yeah.
get back?
So I'm not seeing all the comments. So if I miss, please let me know anybody because I only see 5 at a time, and it says there's 33
If you
comments.
want your princess
Oh,
to the
yeah, that happens. Let's see. What scroll?
Read, yeah, Thomas, help me read anything. I just don't want to miss anybody.
From David Rimkus.
Hi, David.
What was it like walking onto the Animarium set for the first time?
Oh my gosh.
master, please allow
David,
me to come so you may relax.
It was an experience I'll never forget. Primarily because, as you know, they had previously hired a different princess. So the morning, that Monday morning that I went on set for the first time, it was probably about 7 a.m. I'd never seen the set before. They had already been filming. I walked onto set to film the first scene. So I walked onto set, filmed the scene, and then I literally met the Rangers on set and met all the cast and crew that time because I had come in late. They had a princess, and then they switched princesses and brought me in. So I flew there over the weekend, put the dress together, wig, everything. So I didn't have a chance to meet anybody except the producer and the hairdresser and the wardrobe. And so it was nerve-wracking, but in an amazing way, an amazing feeling to walk into that huge room in this amazing set and to say welcome, to the Animarium. And that became my home for the next year. So it was a good question. Still gives me chills. Do you see my chills? Okay.
I actually didn't know that they hired or had another princess. I thought you were always set to be the princess.
No, they had a princess, and they had already gone through some training. They did some training to prep for the season, and then they had already started filming. I think they had already filmed for a couple weeks. At least she was, on set for a week or two before the producer decided to switch out princesses. I never auditioned for the princess, so I think the producer remembered me through the auditions and saw something and just said, I'd rather take the loss with the shooting days that they have to scrap and bring Anne-Marie in to play the princess. So I sure did. And that was hard too because, there's Master Org, because the cast and crew had become familiar with the first princess, especially the cast. They had gone through some different training to prepare for the season, and filmed with her and created a bond. And then they show up Monday morning and she's gone, and I'm there. So, but they were very loving and supporting. So it was a very interesting time for everybody. I think that's when the other Rangers realized, like, wow, just because you book a job doesn't mean it's a 100% guarantee, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always the
understand that.
fear of an actor. You
So-
can be fired at any time.
You said you didn't audition for The Princess. Who did you audition for?
Primarily the Yellow Ranger. I, for about, auditions started probably 4 to 6 months. I went back at least 4 or 5 times as the Yellow Ranger. And then I went back and auditioned for Toxica.
Ooh.
Possibly a couple times for Toxica. So I feel like they were trying to find a place for me. It just didn't work out. And if you think about it, because the Rangers, you know, you have African American, you have Hispanic, you have Asian, you have Caucasian blonde. So they want to make sure that they fit all of those in for the viewers. And there just ended up not being a place, you know, for me. So I knew that they liked me. I knew that even if I didn't book a series regular part on it, that they would bring me hopefully back in for a different season or for certain episodes when they needed a different female.
I was watching a live stream from Power Rangers Playback, which is Nakia Burris and Catherine Sutherland, their channel on YouTube, and they had
Right.
Allison on recently, and that was one of the things they actually talked about. She auditioned for the Princess
Yes.
repeatedly, and
Allison?
then they gave her the Yellow Ranger, and she's like, "What?"
Same thing. So she was auditioning for the Princess, and I was auditioning for the Yellow Ranger.
Yep.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, good
And
old swaps.
Other things came into probably account as well. My height, I'm much taller than, you know, most of the Rangers. So as far as putting the Rangers together, there's a lot more than just your ability as an actor. And I knew that. Oh, this.
I'm sorry, Gendrix.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the episode now. It's been so long. Quality that I'm watching on my phone is really good. I'm
Yes.
surprised. This quality
It-
is so nice.
It's better on my iPad than it was my computer earlier today as well. I'm noticing, which is
Okay.
very strange.
Right.
It was very blurry and bad. Definition is the word.
Yeah.
But on here it is much cleaner, much easier to see. The lips are synced up when they talk, which it was not earlier today.
He's not.
So where we're at in the episode, for those of you following along at home, we're about 9-ish minutes into the episode. We've already fought the Shadow Rangers, which, by the way, is an amazing look. I want one of those helmets. Or all of the helmets, actually. They have Gindrax has ran away. Anne Marie is slowly turning Princess Shayla and Anne Marie, they're one and the same, are slowly turning his heart to the light side of the Force. And Master Org is trying to kill the Rangers per every episode.
Right. For every episode.
Per every episode.
Now, I don't remember. Is this episode you see me in the prison? In his jail?
I believe that is next episode.
Okay, I remember that scene. I love that scene. For some reason, that's just, I remember this day when when we were in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Choice but to go back to Master Org.
Oh,
Hey,
But what will he do to you?
the Master said
see,
when he
I
tried
just,
you, he would forgive me. I have to trust him on that. Can't run forever. Eventually, they
find me.
We already have.
That's great. Sorry.
He only wants one of you.
Any more questions? Do I see? I can't see them, so y'all let me know.
Yes, there have been no more questions. Again, if you have questions, you can ask them. Ask away, please. I had notes and I totally forgot about. Let's see, where are we at? Oh yeah, is Merrick the first ranger with facial hair? I do believe so. I'll Google that later. I found out that Master Org had been killed because he was a human, and now he's somehow back. And I don't think they ever tell us how he came back.
So when like I think it was Gindrax and Toxica turned on him, he like grew a horn or something, but he had ate those seeds or like the remains of Master Org all those years ago. So it's a little weird. This is one of the darker seasons of Power Rangers, but I loved it.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. This is the ba-da-ba-ba-ba compassion. Except he still almost gets killed.
Oh.
Poor Gindrax. I like this effect. When he falls, it looks like it genuinely craters into the ground, which is nice. I'm assuming they did that with a jump cut. And then he falls again, which is, it is what it is. Power Rangers logic. So, oh man, I just had a really good question.
Wow.
So is this American footage or Sentai footage? Well, it has to be American.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I can tell.
Thank you, sir.
God, he looks so much
right,
creepier than he did at the beginning of the show.
Oh, Master Org? Yeah, it's very unnerving. He looks like an angry unicorn. And also the eye blinks, and that is easily my favorite part of his character in these couple episodes. Because it's coming up soon. He just stares dead with his there it is. Boom, right there. Wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hi, Jonathan. I'm seeing comments now. Wow.
Fun times. So we'll jump ahead. Can you remind everyone what happens in when you are in the cage, in the prison cell? I know that there's a scene where you cry and you save the Rangers from your tears, which I still don't understand that. But then I think he uses your necklace for some kind of ceremony. What was that ceremony?
Well, okay. Now, remember, so I don't remember a lot of specifics, but I just remember being in the cell in the moment with. Hold on, I'm getting a review. Just the moment in the cell where he and I, Master Org and I, really connected. I just remember that quiet moment, that connection that we had with each other. I don't remember really what happened and what was said. It was more of a feeling. Just a different moment within the series of when the quote, the evil and the mentor come together and have a type of connection. So now I'm gonna have to watch it.
That's okay. I was in the same boat. I'm probably I might finish this season at the end of this, because I recently started Dino Thunder again, which I highly recommend.
Yeah, what is so interesting to me is these episodes are really short. Like, I get into it and I'm like, oh, that's it? So I can't imagine back in the day, or even now, when it just came on once a week, and then you had to wait until the
Mhm.
next Saturday to watch the next episode.
It was very rough. It was very rough.
It's worse now though, just because they do that like mid-season break and they only have like 22 episodes per season.
hmm
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
they do the first 9 episodes, I believe, in like from January to May or March or April, somewhere in there, and then they start airing
Nine?
again in like August or September to around December.
no. Are you kidding me?
No,
And how many episodes did you say they do nowadays?
22 per season.
So what happened? Because we did like 50, didn't we?
I thought yours was like either
About
42.
Okay.
This is 36, and I think there's 4 more. I think it goes right up to
Okay.
40,
Right up to 40.
But
which
yeah,
is
Oh, look. See, he just put me in
Yep.
the jail.
oh, that's the look right there.
Yeah.
That was the look that could kill. I actually wrote that part down. I was like, ooh, the look was pure murder.
if looks could kill.
If looks could kill, Master Orc would be eyeless. Oh, actually, this is the spoiler. This is actually where the tears saved the team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Because the Rangers are stuck in the Shadow Realm,
Oh.
or the Spirit Realm. Spirit Realm.
I like Shadow Realm because that's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
Uh,
I forgot that I cried here.
Was it hard to film that scene, like to make yourself cry like that?
No, it wasn't. And I'm going to tell you a little trick why. For television film, especially TV, everything happens so fast. It's not like you're on set on the film and you have, okay, let's give you half an hour to, get into character and find that trigger that makes you cry. It's called like Visine or saline solution. Because TV is so fast, they just don't have time. So what we would hear is like, okay, next shot, princess. Not that the script might not even said that I cry, but that was the moment. So I was like, okay, can I have saline solution or whatever? So we would just create that because we just didn't have the time. Like I couldn't cry on cue. And it's just much easier for production to have saline solution nearby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
yes, makes total sense. That makes me feel better because I
No.
weirdly cry when I make jokes about crying, and
there are some actors that go, yes, I can cry on cue, which is super awesome, but it's not necessary. And I think sometimes I find that actors are trying so hard to cry that they're in their head. That's all they're thinking about is trying to cry versus what to me is actually even cooler is trying not to cry, showing that pain and trying to hold it together. So it releases my head if I just use saline solution that I can really focus on the character and the moment and not self. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yes, I genuinely cry more when I cry in comedy shows because it's just I'm full on committed to the fact that I'm supposed to be crying, and then I get done and I'm like, my eyes are leaking.
Oh wait, here's that. Is this my moment with Master Org? It might be at the end of this scene.
Minute and 30 seconds. I don't think it's this one. I think it's the
not.
next one.
Okay.
Could you talk about compassion? That's
Well, yeah.
something
well,
about having a heart, and he
Right.
gives that creepy evil laugh.
right.
So we have some questions in the comments.
Oh, good.
Have you ever watched Gao Ranger to compare the scenes? Gao Ranger is the Super Sentai, I believe, of this
I would
season.
love to. If somebody could send me a link, I tried once to find this on my computer and I got a bug, a virus. Like I went to the wrong website.
Didn't
So-
Shout Factory release the DVDs?
Really?
I think the Shout Factory released a DVD of Gal Ranger. I could be wrong, but I know they were
I
doing
would-
Sentai footage or Sentai seasons.
If you could send, anybody send that to me or whatever, because I would like to. While we filmed, they really didn't want us to watch it because they didn't want us to feel like we had to. Oh, my next season started. See, and it starts with the conversation. We're gonna have to do this again, y'all, so we can see the next episode. Not the next season. I meant that next episode started.
Next episode, yeah.
Yes, so now I'll put it on pause.
In my heart,
I know in my heart.
the forces of good will always prevail.
Yeah, I think it's this episode where you guys have that moment.
We do. But anyway, so yeah, they preferred that we didn't really watch those episodes because they wanted to just see what we came up with within the script.
Mhm. That makes sense.
And I since have tried to look for it, but like I said, I couldn't find it, and I got a bug on my computer. So yes, if you can send me information, that would be awesome.
Christian, you're the man.
I found it on DVD. It's kind of expensive though.
How expensive?
That would be cool, though.
Hang on. Actually, it might be on the Shout Factory app.
Oh, I don't have Shout Factory.
I put it in
Oh,
our
that's-
Skype chat.
Oh.
But Shout Factory does have an app, and I think they might have Gal Ranger on there.
Oh, I will have to check that out. Check out some Super Sentai.
Yeah.
Right.
Another question from David Rimkus. What was the funniest thing that happened on set? Did my computer just freeze? My computer froze.
No.
Oh no. Are you back?
Yes, I'm back. My connection was lost for some
Ah.
reason. Y'all.
Did you hear the question?
No.
Okay. Another one from David Rimkus. What was the funniest thing that happened on set?
I mean, oh my God, there were funny things that happen all the time, and I just have to think. One time was funny. I don't think Allison thought this was very funny because she and I were working in the woods again. But all of a sudden we were standing, just waiting for them to say action, and then we were going to run. And we were standing in a pile of ants, and and the next thing I knew, I just felt a bunch of things crawling up my legs. And I was like, ants, ants. And I was swinging my dress around, and Allison was like hitting my legs and freaking out. She wasn't too happy. She's like, somebody help, the princess is getting eaten up with ants. So I was like, run. They say, run, run. You know, I guess you're supposed to run when you so I'm like running around, swinging my dress, throwing it over my head. It was pretty hilarious. But that was just one of my moments that I remember that was so funny. But we had a lot because the Rangers that season were just hilarious. We had so much fun. They were a bit younger than I was, so I was kind of already the mama and the mentor. But especially like Philip Jean-Marie, the Blue Ranger, was always kept us going. Cole was a little bit more of the serious one. He was really, really nice, but he was the focused one. Like he was the first one on set. He had his lines, down. He was ready to go. Everybody had their own fun personalities. Jessica obviously was, my little sweetheart. I still can hear her laugh today. So it was a really great group of people, and we did a lot of laughing and got in trouble a lot because of laughing on set. And then offset in our dressing rooms, we barely ever just hung out in our own dressing room by ourselves, as we probably should have, to take a little rest or a break or study our lines. But a lot of times we were all hanging out and one of our dressing rooms, just having some fun.
It builds the chemistry, makes the scenes easier.
Yes, yes. You definitely can tell.
Yeah, you definitely can tell. You can tell when certain people don't like each other. Forever Red episode. So you can definitely tell when there's a lot of testosterone in the room.
Right.
So a couple more questions. Actors you want to work with when Earth reopens.
Wow. Well, I personally have not been acting myself. So that's a hard question because my focus isn't on me as an actress anymore. My focus is more on the actors that I work with through my talent development. So really, my dream would be just to see my actors working with some of their favorites.
I second that.
Yes, right?
Right. Easier question. Favorite movies?
Roman Holiday. I don't know if many of you have seen that. An old Audrey Hepburn movie. One of her first in the 50s. It's black and white. I love musicals. Primarily because it's amazing how years ago when they filmed one wide shot could be 5 to 10 minutes long. You never see that anymore. Mm-mm. So I loved the dedication. Like when I watch Oklahoma, it's a musical, and the dance scene, like I've made my daughter watch all of these. I'm like, watch right now. Let's time how long this one scene is in a wide shot, meaning how much they rehearsed before they shot that. Nowadays, due to probably the unions and time restraints and financially, yes, they just don't have that time for rehearsal. So everything is cut. Okay, let's do a wide shot, close up, 2-shot, boom, we're done. So those old school movies are my favorites. But right now, my family during quarantine, we're into some of the mafia movies.
Ooh.
Yes. So we just did Godfather 1. We need to watch Godfather 2. We'll probably do that sometime this weekend. So we go through different phases. We went through all the Rocky movies.
All and a lot Rockies?
Of times, oh yeah.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and a lot of times I'll get on a kick and just really search an actor. Like let's say Meg Ryan, for example. Mm-hmm. I'll look at her IMDb page to pull up a movie. So I get into actors a lot, and I look up the different movies that they've been in to watch.
Okay, I have a question. What's your favorite musical?
I'm going to have to say The Sound of Music only because, yes, I've watched it like, the hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh. I know I will hear what I've heard before. Go ahead, Tom.
I don't remember the rest after that. I usually get through the Hills Are Alive and The Sound of Music, and then I take whatever clothes I'm wearing and then whirl it around like it's a dress.
Yeah, so that's probably my favorite. And my family in the other room is probably wondering, what is Mom doing? But anyway, hey, but I wanted to let everybody know, are we still live?
Yes.
We are.
Okay. Can I show something?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. So this is one of my headshots, Princess Shayla. It's one that was taken on the Animarium. I haven't been to a lot of conventions, but Michael's Ranger Stop. I've gone to Morphin Con in California and a few other ones. And of course, always have my headshots for sale there. Hold on, my battery's running low. I just started a cool little nonprofit called Sharing Hope with Humanity. It's just a Facebook page. So right now, the goal that I'm trying to do is really bring some hope and love to the elderly that are in different assisted living facilities around where I live that have been quarantined for 5 months now. You think it's hard for us? Um, I can't even get into it. Like I haven't seen my parents except through a window for 5 months. So it's called Sharing Hope with Humanity and just doing really small acts of kindness. And so I showed my headshot because when I do those conventions, yeah, there is a profit to be made, but it's not in my budget. So it's more like fun money that my family can use. And right now, I'd love to, if anybody is interested in a Princess Shayla headshot, any money that is made through any of the headshots during this quarantine time would go to my Sharing Hope with Humanity. And really, I'll be posting in there. Right now we're making bags for 97 residents, cards, candies, different little things. So many of them don't have family. They definitely don't have this to where they can visually, see family members a lot. And it's tough. It's tough on us and it's tough on them. So just doing little acts of kindness. Like again, I said, especially for the elderly, but for all humanity, the homeless, the elderly, children in foster care, just small acts, sending a note, things like that. So if anybody's interested in a headshot, you can just message me. I don't know how else to say it, or Thomas or Christian, if y'all can post somewhere how they can get in touch with me about that.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah, and just to kind of help get this. This is a dream that I've had for a while to really be able to touch more of the older generation, mm-hmm. the people, the reason why we are here. And I just want to make sure that they're not forgotten and that they still feel loved and cared for. So it's called Sharing Hope with Humanity, just a little Facebook group. Thomas, I think you've joined already.
Yes, I posted it in the comments as well for everyone to go to.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I just want to make sure I said that because I was like, but anyway, and there's not a set price if you want an autographed headshot because it is for, it's not for me, it's for them. So it's really whatever you're willing and able to give for a headshot. Then just make sure I get your information and I'll mail one out to you. How's that sound?
Well, that's incredible. Make sure, like
Yes.
I think Thomas put in the comments. I'll make sure to share the group.
Okay.
That's such a cool thing to do, especially during this time. It's kind of crazy how the world is, but just making people feel good and doing good things really does help out.
Yes, it very much does.
Right.
The
It's
world
already-
needs a hug.
They do, and it's already hard for these folks in these nursing homes, and they've lost. A lot of them lost their purpose. They can't drive anymore. They don't pay their own bills. They can't do anything. They cannot even walk out anymore. They are locked in, literally. So I'm just having some fun with that, doing pictures and cards and notes and all that kind of stuff. And of course, anybody that has someone that they would love me to send a card to or headshot, let me know. Kids, adults, elderly, whatever. We're in this together.
Love it.
I love y'all.
LOVE it.
Spread the love.
That's
Spread
right.
the love. Yeah.
Right.
There's one comment that I know you're gonna love. David Rimka said you still have a beautiful voice,
Oh,
and he was
Dave-
talking about you, so not me.
I love David. I love David's smile. Thank you, David.
What time is it? I don't even.
It's 9:17.
Eastern Standard Time.
It is.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
okay, so my laptop is updated to where I currently live. That's good. Wow. So Christian, do you have any questions for Anne Marie?
I think my only question would have to be, is there like any way you would return to Power Rangers? Is there like a dream storyline to where you would like want to return for like a
Hello.
season?
Oh my goodness, yes. The princess, I mean, I'm kind of left hanging. You know, if you think about it, I'm just up in the sky. They put me to sleep. I think that would, I'm sorry, my battery.
Oh, she froze.
We'll give it a minute.
We'll give it a minute. While we are waiting, we will promote. Let's promote.
Oh,
That's
should
one
we
less thing
talk
we
about
have to
next
do.
week?
I mean, why not talk about it next week? So while we wait on Anne Marie's feed to come back in, hopefully her battery didn't die. That was the last thing I heard was my battery.
Yeah.
Next week, the Power Rangers watch along will be coming back to its original incarnation, but also in a new way. On the 25th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, Christian, myself, Ryan Permison, and Gregory Lee from Nerd Culture got together and we did a live watch along, and that's where this watch along was birthed from. It was born out of an anniversary. And we all had the idea to why not do it again? So next Friday, July 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, we will be watching Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
We will
right
be
here.
roasting it.
Actually, I just lied. It's not right here. It'll be on my Facebook and YouTube channel this time. Christian and I alternate back and forth week to week. It'll be on Thomas Carter Rochester -actor for Facebook and Life of Thor on YouTube. Life of Thor is sometimes hard to find, so just look for Thor Watches The Mandalorian, and I guarantee you'll be able to find that. We will probably be roasting it. I mean, I still love the movie. It is a solid. The fact that it was a 3-hour movie at one point really upsets me because I want to see that cut. But
Just like I want to see the third episode of Countdown to Destruction, but it is what it is. Anne Marie posted in the comments. She said, "I totally lost y'all. Yes, the princess wants to return. I'd love to see the princess return, considering they did show the animarium in Super Mega Force. Too bad, we know how that went."
Yes, Super Mega Force.
She said, "Let's do this again." Yes, I want to see the next episode, and I'm not going to watch it until we watch it with Anne Marie.
I love that idea because I actually watched most of the next episode, but unfortunately, I had to stop it right before it ended because my day was ending and I had to hit the gym. So we will be getting Anne Marie back on at some point in another episode in the future to finish. I think we should just finish Wild Force, honestly, just the last 4 or 5 episodes.
If she's down, I'm down.
Yeah, I think there's genuinely 4 episodes left. I think it's 37, 38, 39, and 40. And the finale is 2-parter. So I think, that's about 80 minutes. Might as well. We'll be reaching out to Anne Marie, and we'll get us time scheduled for that. We might actually be doing that in August just to keep the fun rolling. But next week, for the Power Rangers Turbo watch-along, we will have Christian, myself, Ryan Permison, and Gregory Lee from Nerd Culture, and Josh from J. Bauer Art and the host of Back Talk with Bauer. He'll be joining us, and he was like, "I wasn't a big fan of that movie. Is it okay if I poop on it a little bit?" And I was like, "We're all going to be cracking jokes. We do it every time." He's like, "Okay, cool." So
Yes.
it's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna talk about Justin's bowl cut because my gosh, what a 90s haircut, man. And I'm saying that with love because I had the same haircut. So I think you're back. Yay!
Hey, she's back.
We filled enough time.
Good. Yes, I was like, I had to change rooms and get my other cord and all that kind of stuff. So,
Huzzah.
but did I miss anything?
We did get a few comments on the YouTube stream. Daniel Romano says I gotta get in touch with and to get something to send your way. So I guess he's gonna get in touch with you about the autographs.
Right. Or Daniel is the one who my buddy in Chicago that actually made me the Princess Shayla necklace.
Ooh.
And then after a few years and some travels, it broke. So Daniel's going to make me a new necklace.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
Yes.
awesome. Yes, and then we were talking about, we read your comment, and we said, yeah, we'd love to have you back on. And we were thinking we should just finish the season of Wild Force since we're right here at the tail end.
Why don't we do that?
Because we have 4 episodes left, so that runs about 80 to 90 minutes.
Give or take.
Let's do it, and we'll give some of our friends some time just so that you can put that on the calendar. That would be an awesome thing to watch the last 4 episodes. Because again, I haven't seen these since they came out. I remember waking up on Saturday mornings to watch the episode myself. So that would be really fun. And I know I get a lot of questions about the last few episodes and why I took the jackets and all these kind of things. So those would be fun. But please do invite me back and let's do this again for sure.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun and it was great having you on. I just did want to ask one more thing. Did you ever see
Yes.
any of the Super Megaforce footage where they went to the Animarium?
I did not.
Yeah.
I
I was confused by that because I was like, oh, Princess Shayla. I was like in high school at the time. Like, oh, we're gonna get Princess Shayla back for an anniversary season, and then they just showed the red line, and that was it.
And I have no idea. I don't know why. Now, did they they were already shooting in New Zealand, correct?
Yeah.
And we didn't have the stage anymore and the animarium anymore. So I'm not quite sure how that worked, how they filmed it, but I did not see those. But I know there was a few times where the princess could have easily shown up and she didn't. So I need to get with my friend that does casting and let her know that the princess is still alive and well and can still fit in the dress. So they need to have me back on.
I think that would be great. Now, I know I keep saying one more question, but just one more. Have you seen Jessica Ray's new project she's working on with the whole Power Ranger fan film? She's working with, I believe, Crimson Vision Studios as the first ninja.
Yes. I did see some of that and hear some of that, and I always follow Jessica. I adore her. We keep in really good touch, but there's a lot of really cool different fan films and different things going on. And it's nice to see some of the Rangers from past episodes that are reconnecting and coming back around and getting into some of those. I've been emailed a few times about a few different projects. I just wasn't able to due to my location because I'm no longer living in Los Angeles, and the 2 projects were happening in Los Angeles. But right now my focus is on the actors that I help train or just help. Just like right now, Thomas is signing with the new agent in the Southeast. So we're working through the contract and doing things like that. And that's where I feel most inspired to help the next generation of talent. But for those who are going, I do showcases with my actors in different cities. We're going to do a Hollywood Bound in January, and casting director from the Power Rangers will be there. So if you're an actor and you're a Power Ranger fan and you want to showcase for the casting director of Power Rangers, let me know. And maybe we can do a special showcase just for Power Ranger fans. Anyway, that was a long answer, but I have seen with Jessica, and I try to keep up on all the Rangers and what they're doing in their lives, and hope to have once we get Ricardo back, hope to have a reunion with everybody at one of these conventions, hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
conventions open up sometime soon. I'm going crazy not going to conventions.
I know. I don't go too many, but the ones mainly I just do primarily the Power Ranger ones. I've thought about jumping into more, just going to more different locations and cities, because I know that there's a lot of Power Ranger fans that can't get to Orlando or California for the two primary Power Ranger conventions. There is a Ranger Stop and Pop in Atlanta, of course, but we'll see once the world opens back up. Maybe, travel a little bit more to meet some more of our family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exact.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to meeting you at a convention whenever they open back up. But I want to say thank you for joining us. This was amazing. Thomas, thank you for putting this together. This was, like I said, amazing. I know I use that word a lot, but like Wild Force is one of the most underrated seasons, and just going back to watch it after, I don't know when the last time I watched it was, I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't too long ago, but there's stuff you forget, and you forget how good the season actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. And you know what? I mean, this is amazing because without you, Christian, and Thomas, people such as myself wouldn't be able to experience and looking back at these memories and share not only an episode or two of a television show, but times in our lives and memories that tend to be forgotten or lost during everyday busy work. So this has been a blessing to me to be able to really just sit back and watch a few episodes and talk about them and reminisce on one of the most amazing years of my life, for sure. So I thank you.
I mean, yeah,
I should be thanking you.
Yeah, and for those looking forward to it, we will be doing the next few episodes. I would say we should push it about a month out so we have give people the time to plan and prepare. Is that okay with y'all?
That sounds great.
Yeah, that works for me.
It gets me another month of not having to put makeup on.
Is there anything else y'all would like to say before we head on out?
Where can everyone find you on social media, Anne-Marie? Where can they follow your journey and reach out to you for fan questions?
Yeah, that's a great question, Thomas. I might need your help with that. I do have a Princess Shayla Anne-Marie Crouch page on Facebook, but I don't update it that much. So we'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Anybody's always welcome to email me. My email address is amctalentagency@gmail.com. We'll put that in the comments. You can always message me on Facebook. If we're not, quote, friends on Facebook, I might not know how to find your message. But the Princess Shayla page, you can email me. And I do need to kind of figure out an easier way that we can connect. During this quarantine, I've tried to stop being such a workaholic, because I am a workaholic, and really take more moments to connect with people. So I've tried to get through about 2,000 of my emails over the last couple months.
A lot of emails.
I'm working through them now. But yeah, email is great, or Facebook Messenger. But email is definitely my preference because I get lost in Facebook and the messages and everything.
I understand that. I get lost in my email box because 2,000, that sounds nice. Mine is like 8,000 unread messages right now.
Wow.
It's a lot of crap. Yeah, it's a decade old email, so now it's just tied to everything. So I made a new email to make life a little easier on sorting through important emails.
That's understandable. I don't know how many I have. Oh, I just pulled up mine from the one I had in middle school. 40,000 emails.
Wow.
That I have not read.
Impressive.
Okay, you win. Christian wins.
Yeah.
No, but literally up until 2 years ago, I would not let my emails get over 100 emails. Like I was so on it. Like if I woke up in the morning and got my coffee and I sat down and I had 189 emails, I had to work through them until I at least got under 100. I just didn't want to get behind. And then life happened and it got busier. And so I released some of that. And, I look at it, well, I haven't seen those 2,000, and looked at them in a year. So they must not be that important. So I should just delete it all. And hey, if you didn't hear from me, hopefully you'll email me again.
Yes. Yes, and I put the email in the comments so everyone can find it on Facebook. Let me go ahead and just do that over on YouTube. Just a little quick copy and paste situation. Paste. Boom. Done.
Instagram, I did learn how to check my messages on Instagram the other day. So I'm at Anne Marie Crouch on Instagram. But hey, baby, my dog.
Doggy. I know I heard a doggy.
Yes. You ready to go outside? Okay, I'm going to get going. Love y'all. Let's do this again. Thank you, Christian and Thomas, for setting this up and everybody. And I'll look through the messages later in case I missed any questions. Then I'll make sure to answer them.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you, and we're excited for a month when we finish the Wild Force.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. We will see